Okay, thank you for being here. Would you please count off?
1,
2,
3,
4,
5.
6. I'm the cameraman.
Were you guys aware of the fact that some well-intended educational programs in American schools are leading to more segregation than ever before? Unfortunately, that is the case for many schools that are implementing some bilingual education programs. It is evident that our increasing diversity and global economy dictate a need for bilingual individuals and therefore for bilingual education. Today, I will talk about bilingualism. First, I am going to explain the segregationist nature of some bilingual education programs. Second, I will discuss the importance of bilingualism in achieving success for any nation. And finally, I will describe how bilingualism could be achieved in America. Hopefully, by the time we're finished, you will have a good understanding about bilingual education and also about the importance of bilingualism. Let's begin with a description of the programs that are currently used in bilingual schools. Unfortunately, most bilingual education programs are segregationist in nature. This picture will help you understand what I am talking about. This is pretty much what I saw during the 5 years that I was working in elementary schools in the Houston area. The orange students had an orange teacher and the purple students had a purple. There was no integration of students. The students were separated. And I also realized that there was really no real bilingual education, and many students that could be learning another language, I'm talking about the English speakers, they were not given the chance to learn a second language. The newcomers, mostly of Hispanic origin, are usually grouped together in a separate class with a Spanish-speaking teacher with the purpose of offering bilingual education. The bilingual aspect of their education was really a remedial English program. Some other students, also immigrants, mostly from Asia and European countries, were often included in regular classrooms where they experienced very traumatic situations and they felt isolated. Winstead, he has been studying immigrants for a long time, explains, when the newcomers are placed in a mainstream classroom, they have an inability to respond to others who do not speak their language and they feel isolated. So they continue to be an outsider until they achieve the basic ability to communicate. As a result, they may lose their desire to learn. Obando and Collier, two experts on bilingual education and the authors of this book, Bilingual and ESL Classrooms, report, there are virtually no instructional programs that aim specifically at achieving bilingualism with native English speakers, and there are truly bilingual educational programs that aim at integrating both majority and minority populations. It is clear that we have a serious problem. The problem is that despite the good intentions, immigrant students are being isolated in schools, and also American students are not being offered the opportunity to learn a second language starting in the elementary school. Now that I have described the segregationist nature of some bilingual programs, let me discuss the importance of bilingualism. Bilingual individuals are essential to the success of any nation. Bilingual people are often more skilled and tend to succeed more in global economies than monolingual people do. Klein and Nicosia state, bilingualism is important if not critical in today's American society. We are facing a global economy that requires intense competition and interactions in increasingly culturally diverse settings. In addition to preparing Americans for a highly competitive global market, bilingual education will definitely promote integration, respect, and appreciation for others and their culture. Wouldn't you agree to the fact that schools must prepare students to compete in the globalizing economy and to interact with people from other cultural backgrounds? Evidently, it is clear that every student should be given the option to benefit from high-quality bilingual education starting in elementary school. Which leads me to the next point, how to achieve bilingualism in America. The only way to achieve bilingualism is through the implementation of real bilingual education programs. But what do I mean by real bilingual education? I am referring to the use of dual bilingual education programs as described by Maria Brisk in her book Bilingual Education. She states, majority and minority students are integrated in the same classroom. Instruction is given in both English and the second target language. Newcomers and native students learn each other's language and interact 100% of the time and gradually master both languages. This is what a bilingual education classroom should look like. As you can see, this model of education will be a great alternative and will promote integration and not segregation. And what are the advantages of these real bilingual education programs? According to experts, some of the benefits include desegregation, better academic achievement, linguistic and cultural sharing, and bilingualism for both newcomers and native English speakers. To finish off, I would like to reiterate that it is clear that bilingualism is imperative in our global economy and in this increasingly diverse American population. It is also clear that the best way to achieve bilingualism is through bilingual education. We have covered the following points. We started explaining the nature of some bilingual education models. Afterwards, we explained the significance of bilingualism to succeed in this economy. And lastly, I explained how bilingualism can be achieved. Remember that the more languages you know, the more of a person you are. Thank you.